What if you found out your husband wasn't human after his funeral? I woke up at 3 a.m. to the sound of my phone buzzing on the nightstand. The whole house was silent. The kind of silence that makes your chest feel heavy, like the air itself doesn't want you to move. On the screen was a name that froze me in place. Dr. Bruno Zaffre, the pathologist examining my late husband. Frankie and I were married 35 years. We met in college, and for decades I thought we had the kind of love that nothing could break. But 2 nights earlier, he was gone. Taken suddenly, violently. Grief left me hollow, like I was walking around in someone else's skin. Dr. Zaffre's voice was strained, almost nervous. "Mrs. Frankie, there's something unusual about your husband's body. I can't explain it over the phone. Please, if you can, send a family member here." My throat was dry. "What do you mean, unusual?" "I don't know how else to say this. Just send someone you trust," he replied quickly, then hung up. I called my son, Kenneth. He was calm, practical, the opposite of me. I didn't give him all the details, just that the morgue needed him. He agreed to go. Hours later, I woke to pounding at my door. Kenneth stood there, pale and sweating. He didn't sit down. He just asked me one question. "Mom, who was Dad really?" I froze. Kenneth ran a shaky hand over his face. "The doctor showed me. Dad's brain wasn't normal. It wasn't a brain at all. It was a machine. Wires, circuits. They said some of his organs even carried DNA that matched people who vanished decades ago." He hesitated, then whispered, "Mom, he didn't die from any wound. They said he just shut down." That phrase hit me like ice water. Kenneth started repeating it under his breath. "Shut down, shut down, shut down." His voice grew flat, mechanical. Then he stiffened, like a puppet whose strings had been yanked too hard. His body jerked violently, his eyes rolled back, and he collapsed. I screamed his name, shaking him, but he wouldn't stop convulsing. And then, just as suddenly as it started, he went completely still. Beside him on the floor was a small metallic box, humming faintly, wires curled out from its sides, flickering with dying sparks. I picked it up with trembling hands. Cold, heavy, wrong. Dr. Zaffre's words echoed in my head. All flesh, but a machine where the brain should be. The box gave one last crackle before it went dark in my hands. And I realized then, with a horror I can't put into words, that my husband, my son, my family were never entirely mine. And then, silence. For a moment, I thought it was over, but as I sat there shaking, I noticed something. The lamp beside me flickered. My reflection in the dark window didn't move when I did, and for the first time, I wasn't sure if the box had shut off or if it had turned me on.